call from some child who introduced himself as Glenn Parrish with the Fieldstone Foundation. Never heard of anybody. But I heard the name Foundation, and that got my attention. So I gave him a half hour, and he comes in. And he was a child, and he asked me questions for what was supposed to be a half hour and turned into an hour. Questions like, what's the impact of your personal spirituality and your leadership style in this agency? I ate that kind of question. I loved it. It was a great hour. He left. I thought, oh, that was weird. And never seen him again. Some months later, he shows back up at my doorstep, and he puts a check for $25,000 on my desk. And I said, what's this for? He said, well, Fieldstone Foundation believes that the major determinant of success in a nonprofit organization is the quality of leadership. Take this $25,000 and do what you want with it.
Wow.
I said, wow. That's what I said, wow. And he went on to say that Fieldstone was devoted to strengthening and supporting leadership in our sector. The mission hasn't changed that much in 40 years. 40 years, missions as focused as ever. Ask yourself for a minute, what's it mean to hold a mission for 40 years? Janine has been a leader, or a leadership role with this organization for almost all of those years. And to go back to the original Fieldstone premise, leadership is the key factor in the success of an organization. Enough said. If I had any sense, I would stop this speech right now and just say, thank you, Janine. I'm not known for my sense. We've heard a lot of words to describe Janine. Those words describe what she brings to the mission, to the organization, and to us. Every one of those words is a piece, a fieldstone, on which a fieldstone has been built. What strikes me is the fundamental uniqueness of what Janine has had to do. A common employee evaluation question, in fact, it's even on the 360s we do in the coaching program, has to do with how you manage people over whom you have no direct authority. Think about that. That describes 99.9% of the people Janine has to manage for the sake of the Fieldstone mission. It describes us. We're not here because we're paid to be here. We're here because every one of us is a direct recipient of the Fieldstone mission. Our leadership has been supported and enhanced by Fieldstone, and as a result, our organizations and our sector are vastly more effective. Janine does not sign a paycheck and order us to be supported and enhanced. She's only successful when we're talking to one another and learning from each other. She's only successful when we're together in an environment in which we feel safe to share not only our fears, but our pride. She's only successful when we're helping each other to be more creative and stronger. She's only successful when each of us, in our own way, becomes an emissary for the Fieldstone mission. Take care of each other. Support each other. If the oxygen mask drops from the plane, don't forget to put your own on too. I don't know how she does this exactly. It's certainly a different skill set that I bring to the table. She's been the absolute champion of the nobility and importance of our work, our organizations, and each of you. Rather than being tainted by the occasional failings and improprieties, she perseveres as our champion. She's created a safe, learning, creative environment that's central to our shared Fieldstone experience through hundreds of acts of thoughtful caring, through overt celebration, and through brave, emotional honesty. As she's dealt with us, she's tried to model how we ought to be with each other in order to support each other as we lead, through word and deed and real leadership. She's put out a consistent message. Come together, relax, feel safe, so together we can find our best selves. That is our path to leadership. That's how we live up to our noble causes. None of us is actually all that we could be. Our organizations could be better. Our sector has much to do. But having said all of that, we're a whole lot closer than we were 40 years ago. Janine, thank you.